Welcome back to the Real Estate News. Joining me now is Bill Fletcher with Unisource Mortgage. Welcome, Bill. So great to see you today.
Hey, Jenny, great to be with you.
So you're always on the cutting edge with all the updates from the market. And last time you were here, we were anxiously awaiting the outcome of the Fed's decision, right?
That's right.
So for the rest of us who've been living under a rock, myself included, and don't know what happened, what happened?
Well, look, I was very surprised. I certainly expected a rate hike by the Fed after their meeting in September, but they actually left rates unchanged, which is great. I mean, it's great for consumers to have those low interest rates still in play. And after that decision by the Fed chairwoman Janet Yellen came out and gave us a few reasons why they didn't raise the rates. And one of those reasons was even though they felt that domestic spending had increased to the point that would have justified a rate increase, there were broader concerns, more specifically China's economy, that made them pull back and not do anything. And so to give you some perspective, last year at this time, the 30-year fix was at 4.19%. Okay. Today, 3.76%.
I cannot believe these numbers. I mean, wow.
It doesn't get much better than that.
No, so. I mean, my God, you just want to do a mortgage for sport, you know, just because you can.
That's right, yeah.
So now, how likely do you think it's going to be that do you think we're going to see a rate hike later in the year?
Well, look, the Fed started out at the beginning of the year with the goal to raise rates twice throughout the year.
Okay.
They have yet to do it. They missed an opportunity in September. I think at this point it's going to be extremely difficult for them to raise rates, and I'll give you a few reasons why. Okay. Number one, the September jobs report came out. It was very anemic. I think we only added 142 to 146,000 jobs to the economy. That was lower than expected, and to add insult to injury, the two prior months of the jobs reports were revised downward. Okay. In addition to that, the labor force participation rate is down to 62.4%. You have to go back nearly 40 years to 1977 in the Carter administration to see that participation rate that low. So I don't see it happening this year.
Well, I mean, and that's good news, you know, for those of us that missed the window to either refinance or buy a property. I mean, you couldn't have more motivation than to do it now, because obviously it's not going to last. It may last throughout the end of the year, but it can't last long term.
There's no reason to wait.
Yeah,
folks should act sooner rather than later, definitely.
And you still have some inventory, and you can close by the end of the year too if you're looking at
absolutely,
purchase,
absolutely. You can get in that new home before Christmas and enjoy it.
Now, what about? Are you seeing any trends in relation to the move by the Fed?
Well, our local area is actually faring a little bit better than the national statistics would show. Okay. Homes, the median time on the market is about 80 days. All right. Home prices actually peaked in July, so we've backed off a little from that. And so the key, as always, is for both buyers and sellers to have reasonable expectations. And again, as we've already said, the time to act is now. Whether you want to refinance or purchase, it's hard to find a better time with these rates as low as they are.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you so much, Bill. It's always a pleasure when you're here.
My pleasure.